Okay, we're live. Let's see if I. Let's see if anybody joins. Let's see. I don't think anybody's gonna join. Let's see if can I hear myself? Yeah, I can. Cool. Can I hear myself? All right. This is my first live stream. This is all very new to me. It seems like I've got a couple of you in here with me. Thank you. Welcome to my first live stream, where I just wanted to talk to you guys and like answer some questions that you might have about Costco. That's really it. Or me, I guess, if you really want to know stuff. But yeah. I know that I had posted something on the community asking for questions that I could answer, but I don't think a lot of people saw it. So I don't have any questions on there. I've had questions before, but I have one comment on it. I was like, hey, I'm going to do a live stream today. Ask me all your questions. And the only comment I have is, thanks, looking for employment, good looking. Which I think is kind of funny. It's not really a question. If you're looking to work at Costco, you have to apply at Costco. You just have to, hey, what's up, Dalton? If you want to work at Costco, you apply online. It's really easy. You just scroll all the way to the bottom at costco.com. There's like employment opportunities or something like that. You apply, send in your application to the locations where you want to go, what kind of stuff you're interested in doing. Like they'll give you like all of the departments within Costco. Hello, Hamid Solad 20. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. And once you've sent in your application, the best thing you could do is you go to the store where you applied and then you introduce yourself to the manager and just tell them that you're interested. And honestly, the thing with Costco is that managers do a lot of what do you call it? It's like personality testing sort of thing. Like they kind of like they size you up a little bit. I don't know if that's the right term. But they'll take a look at you. Like basically Costco tries to make sure that the employees are fit for the job, not just like as far as like what we're doing there, but we want to make sure that they're gonna get along with everybody, that they'll understand the type of job that they're doing. It's not a perfect system, but I know that that's what they try to do. Hello, Rowan Green, and yes, hello, Hamid Solad 20. Again, I don't know if I pronounced that right. Amber asks, how long have you been at Costco and what keeps you there versus going somewhere else? So I went to Costco in 2008. It's when I started. Started in the food court. It's a well-paying job and has tons of amazing benefits. In fact, I'm going to make a video. I have a title ready. I'm just writing the script for a video where I talk about the benefits of being a Costco employee. Because you get benefits even as a part-timer. And I've compared my benefits when I was part-time to somebody who was working like a corporate job full-time, and they were very comparable. Like even some things I had it better than the other person. Plus, our insurance doesn't cost very much. I think out of my paycheck, I was paying $40 for two people. So Benefits are amazing. Pay is really awesome. Like you get raises based on the time that you work there, not necessarily like anything else. Like really, you just have to work a certain amount of hours, uh, and once you reach that goal, you get a bump. And it starts with like 50 cents, 75 cents, but the last raise, excuse me, the last raise that you get, it's like $2.50. And then you'll be at like $29 to $32, depending on your position. So that's what keeps me there. Sorry, that's a long answer, but um, going somewhere else. I mean, I guess I kind of am trying to go into like film stuff and other areas, photography. Like I'm interested in a lot of different things. Um, but for now, Costco is a steady job. It pays well. Um, so it's been great. Hi, Alan Quijano. And then Dalton asks, is there a way of getting display items for discounted price like TV, soundbar, speakers, or appliances? Yes. Yes, there is. So I just posted a short about returns, and I feel like I got this question a little bit, like if we put things back on the shelves. It depends on the item. Food, we never put back on the shelf. We have to throw it away. Um, the food that doesn't get sold and is about to expire, we donate. So I like to think that's a win for Costco. Um, Appliances and electronics, it really depends on why it was returned, how it was returned, and the quality of it. Some returns might be put up back on for sale, and you can typically get that at a discount. Also, if it's the last item, like if it's the last TV that we have at that location, you'll typically see on the price tag, it'll be highlighted display only. Sometimes they lower the price on that already, like you'll see the discounted price on the tag, but you can always just talk to the cashier when you take it up there. They'll call a manager and then just tell them like, hey, there's a scratch on the corner, or like I know that this has been here for a long time. Any discounts that you can do? They typically will do a 10% discount. I think only one time I've seen a higher discount than that, and that's because the manager really wanted to get rid of the item, but it's usually 10%. So let's see. Pistol Pete, I've been a member for 20 plus years. Over the last 2 years, I've had quite a few returns. My question, is there a point or dollar amount that they will flag your account? I would never take advantage. But lately, I've had quite a few returns. No, not really. So we do keep a history of your purchases and returns. Like that's the point of the membership card. It keeps record of everything. We know, like it's not like it's just public display, right? But we can look into when you purchased your card. We can see who, like the employee that rang you up and stuff like that. We can see all of your purchases. I think all the way back to, I think it's 9 years. I might be wrong because they keep updating the system. I haven't worked in membership for a while, but I think it's 9 years. We can see your purchase history, and along with that, we can see your returns as well. So no, we don't like flag your account unless we see like some sort of sketchy pattern, like you're doing it a lot with like similar items or like very expensive items, or if we notice that you're actually buying TVs, and returning them every 90 days. Somebody will make a note of that, and then if you try to do it again, then they'll have a manager talk to you, and then basically just ask you to stop. And if you don't, then I think they can remove your membership. So you probably don't want to do that. But if it's just like a bunch of clothes, maybe you've been trying food, you don't like it, you keep returning it, or maybe you've had a bunch of faulty items that you've bought throughout, the last few months or years, and you just return them, nobody's gonna question that. Raven R, any Indian snacks at Costco? It depends on the Costco. A lot of snacks, candies, and foods, a lot of items really will depend on the location. So you might be in a state and find some awesome snacks, candy, and then you could go to a different state, or even just the Costco down the street, and it'll be different. So it depends on the region, but there could be. Yeah, that's it. Pistol Pete, I would never want to lose my privileges between my Citibank and my membership. I get about 1,000 a year. That is amazing. That is a good amount. You're good. You're good with that. That's awesome. And yeah, like I said, I don't think they'll flag you unless you're returning the same thing over and over again, and it's like a pricey item. HB Grizz says, if it's food, etc., you keep bringing it back, half eaten or never touched, but old. Costco should shut the frauds down. I agree. I don't like food returns. I can understand when somebody buys a new item. You know, we bring new items to Costco all the time. Like I see something come up and then it disappears like within a month or sometimes maybe a year. But I understand if you buy something and you try it at home and you're like, you know what, this is really disgusting. I don't want to eat it. Like I'm not gonna eat it. I'm gonna throw it away. Um, I mean, the option to return is available. So I understand that when it's once in a while, sure. I get it. Uh, but I've had people. The first time I actually ever got angry, like fuming, like I was like my body was about to like punch this person. I wouldn't punch a person, but the first time I got really angry was when somebody returned. I think it was like $120 worth of like fresh food, like fruits, salad. Um, they had bought it like 2 days before for some event. Um, and that was the food that they didn't use. And so it's a lot of food. When it's a lot of food like that, like we do tell them like, hey, listen, if you return this, sure you're gonna get your money back, but we're gonna have to throw it away. Is there any place where you might want to donate it instead? You know, it's good food, but you know, it's a hard position to put us in, but we have to bring it up because it's a lot of food, it's a lot of money. And I remember I told this person like just that. I'm like, hey, like, is there any place where you want to donate it instead? And he was like, oh yeah, that'd be awesome. I'm like, okay, whew, good. And he's like, uh, I thought that was it. And then he's like, wait, so does the money just go back into my card? Or I'm like, no, 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 no. Like I'm saying, you go donate it somewhere because if you give it to us and you get a refund, we're gonna throw it away. And he's like, no, 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 I don't want to do that. I want my money back. And I'm like, all right. So the reason why this bothered me a lot, aside from it being a lot of food and money, is because this person, I know for a fact, this person got refunded for that food. So he would buy the food, he takes it to the event, he gets refunded for buying the stuff, and now he's returning it. So now he's getting money back. This event is also like, it comes from people that they should have a better example. I'll just put it like that. So that was really sucky. I hated that. But anyway, let's move on. Windstorm, do you think the churro will ever return to Costco due to popular demand or deli, or at least the bakery section? I really miss them. I don't know, and I hope they do. I love the cookie. The cookie's amazing. It's delicious. It's the best cookie I've ever had. But churros are such a staple like item in the food court for Costco. I hope they bring it back. And the more we request it as members, like the more we go to the managers at Costco locations and we're like, hey, we want the churro, we want the churro. The managers will take note of that. They'll let the regional managers know, and it just kind of like escalates all the way to Craig Jelinek, or I think Rob is the name of the new guy that's going to take over Costco. And they can bring it back. There is an option that they might bring it back as a frozen item that you can just buy, kind of like the chicken bake, but you know, churro. And the churros came to us frozen. Food court was the first place I ever worked in, and we had these big boxes with like 100 churros, and that's the churro. So they might just do the same thing, repackage it, and let the members buy it. So hopefully we get one of the two. Dalton, something I've always wondered is, do the warehouse managers set the price of gas? There are about 4 Costco's within a 20-minute drive, plus one local at the prices all over the place. Oh man, I don't want to lie. I know I've talked to managers about this because I've been in the office with them when they changed the price. I think it's based off of um, the zone where they live. So every Costco office, um, like the manager's office, they have a map of the city, right? And they'll have the locations of all the Costco's nearby, and then they have a designated area for the population that's coming to your Costco. I mean, obviously, it's just like it's an idea, right? Like, yeah, usually the people that live in this area would come to this Costco. So they utilize the same area for the gas prices. Whether the Costco manager is the one setting up the price, I'm not 100% sure, but I do know that they try to keep it at the lowest available for that zone. So they will look at the prices on all of the gas stations around, and if they can go lower, they'll go lower. But sometimes they have to go um, like they'll be even to another gas station in the zone. Um, so with that being said, you have a Costco, 15 miles away, and the gas stations that are like, I don't know, 30 cents more expensive, that Costco is probably going to be more expensive. So uh, take that information with a grain of salt, because it's been a long time since I was in the office when they were discussing the gas prices. But I think that's how it works. I think it's kind of a, um, I mean, I guess the manager is the one doing the decision. It's not like he's just like pulling it out of his butt. It's just based off of the zone where they're at. Let's see, Windstorm. You should make a series traveling to a Costco in every country and how they're different. An Iceland Costco looks fascinating. I love this idea, and I I actually do want to do this. I remember seeing a video on the Costco that they open in Iceland. I think it's Iceland, where it has like um, grass on the roof, right? Is that correct? Um, if it is, that's awesome. I would love to go there. And I remember hearing the lore behind like having grass on the roofs, and I think it's fascinating. It's awesome, and I would love to do that. It would be very expensive. I would have to. This channel will have to grow enough for me to be able to do that. Um, I want to let you few people that are here joining me on this live stream. Costco doesn't pay me to do this. I actually didn't even ask permission to do it. So if I get shut down, it was management. But also, I think I would rather get fired and keep the channel than stay at Costco. I don't know. We'll see. But um, yeah, so I don't get paid from Costco or anything like that. This is just, I've been with Costco so long, I just wanted to, I don't know, like we get so many of the same questions every day, and people just not knowing because nobody tells them. And I've seen employees get upset with members when they ask a question, like a simple question like, oh, can I do this? Or like the muffins. The muffins is the big thing, right? A lot of people don't know that when you buy muffins, you have to buy 2 packs. And the sign says 2 packs, but not everybody reads 2 pack. So a lot of people come with the 1 pack and they're like, oh, well, can I just buy one? Can I pay half price? So this question gets asked every single day. And so what I wanted to do with this channel is like let people know, and hopefully get big enough that people will like see my videos, and then they'll be like, oh, like now I know that if I go to Costco and buy muffins, I can get 2 and they can be different flavors, information like that. And now I feel like I've gone on a tangent. I don't even know where I'm going with this, but yeah, I want to travel. I have this idea to go to one of the biggest Costco's in the world. So I might make a video on that soon. I'm just trying to make it interesting enough for people to watch. Okay. Does Pistol Pete, does Costco carry anything with the appeal coating on the produce? Appeal coating on the produce. Like, is that like the thing that, like the wax thing that makes it shiny or something? Let me look this up. I think I know what you mean, but I appeal. I don't know. I'm gonna assume that that's what you mean. I wouldn't doubt it, but also Costco likes to go green a lot, especially with their produce. I don't know if you noticed, but there was a time when they had like green signs for organic. They've gone so far into the organic that they don't even do the signs anymore. They just the majority of our produce and fruits, yeah, it's mostly just organic by default. So I wouldn't say that some of these things don't have the the coating on it, but I also know that Costco is very aware of like making sure things don't have like plastics in them and stuff like that. They try to go like very, very healthy. So um I will find out though. I'll find out and I'll where's my I'm gonna make a note of this. I'll see if I can reach out to you and like let you know for sure because that's a good question. Maybe I'll just make a video of it. All right. Next question. Different makes sense since the Costco. Oh, talking about the gas, yeah. Yeah, there's been times where there's two Costco's really close to me. Like both of them are within 10 miles. And sometimes the one that's further out has cheaper gas. So there's been a couple of times where I'll go to that one instead. Great luck on your the channel. My wife says my next birthday will be at Costco. I haven't worked myself up to wear the sweater yet, but I may get there. The Costco sweater, dude. The Costco sweater is the best. Uh, Also, GB98. Hi, hello, welcome to the live stream. When I started working at Costco in 2008 to like 2014, I used to think Costco clothing was like sucky, bad, the worst. Just like no, if you buy from Costco, you're a loser. Um, I don't know if it's just me getting older or if Costco really just upped the quality of their clothes, but they're so comfortable and honestly, they look really good. Well, some of them, but the Costco sweater uh, is the comfiest like sweater I've ever had. And I don't know if you remember, but they had these embroidered sweatpants, and they like sold out like within a day or two. They're really hard to come by. They're super comfy, so if you ever see it, just get it. If you don't like it, return it. But when you see it, always get the item. That was like my first short that I did for this channel. It was like if you like the item, just buy it. Like don't think about it because what happens is you'll look at it and you'll be like, oh my gosh, this is such a good deal. And then you're like, next time. And then you come back a week later, it's gone. It's always better to buy it and then return it and get your money back than missing out on the item. At least that's my my motto, I guess, for Costco purchases. So anyway, also goodbye, Pistol Pete. Good luck at Costco. Are there any other questions? I have a gray and black Kirkland hoodie. I'm waiting for the Costco branded hoodie since sweats. Yeah, same. I bought the shirt. I think last year we had the shirts and the hoodie. Yeah, I know. Sorry. I have a cat and she's very needy. I got shirts, but I got the wrong size, so I can't wear them anymore. And I got the hoodie, and it's my favorite hoodie. So yeah, I tell my family I'm a member of the cult of Kirkland. Yeah. I've definitely become. I really like Costco brand stuff. I think it's good quality. And honestly, Costco's just taking good care of me. And so I'll always be an advocate for Costco, even if I don't work there anymore. A Big Mac, are you a Costco employee? Yes, I am a Costco employee still currently. I have been for, what is it now, 15? So 15 years. It technically would have been 16, but I did leave for a few months. Um, I am an optician. So optical department. I'm not a doctor. I just work for Costco Optical. So I've been doing that for 5 years, I think, maybe 6. 2018. What's that? 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 7 years. I've been doing that for 7 years. It's my favorite. Do I plan on leaving Costco? Yes, I do. I don't know how soon though. I recently did like I've been dabbing in a career change. Um, but I'm not quite ready to leave. Uh, but also we'll see how this channel goes. I mean, if I would be very happy if the channel takes over, like actually working at Costco. But also, if I don't work at Costco, I may miss out on some information that I want to give you. So I might stay for a little bit longer. I might just spread myself too thin and do a lot of things all at once, which is, yeah. How do they choose what to use for the samples? Is there a way to request a specific sample? No, there isn't a way to ask or request a specific sample. So the sample people are not Costco employees. They're contracted by Costco, and they do work directly for Costco. I'm trying to remember their name that they had before. But now they're like CDS? No, CSD, like Costco sampling, or they changed their name because now they work specifically for Costco, but they're not Costco employees. The way they pick the products, sometimes it comes straight from corporate. Like there are samples that every Costco will have. Or if there's a new item that a Costco is getting, they'll usually put that out so that people can try it and buy it. But there's I think it's CDS. I think that's what it's called. There's a manager for this company, and they usually talk with the manager of the Costco, and they just kind of like talk about what are the samples that they're going to be doing like over a span of a weekend. And they sometimes they change it up even like day to day, but they make that plan, and they also plan on where they're going to be stationed. So there's a lot of planning that goes for samples beforehand. So when did you create this channel? You've been popping up on my feed. Awesome. Yay. I started the channel in, I don't know if it was June or July of last year. It was literally when Costco decided to start checking cards at the self checkout. It was like a big deal, and people were like mad about it. I understand why, but also like I understand why Costco was doing it, because people like to abuse the system. They like to take advantage of it. So I know why Costco's doing it. So when that happened, I already had the idea for this channel. Like I had it for a long time, but it was kind of like a good bump to me. Like, yeah, you just got to do it. Like just go make a video, post it, to kind of help people understand like why Costco's doing this. So yeah, that's when I started it. I wanted to do it like a video every week. But making videos is very, very time consuming. Like editing alone will take hours. And my videos are not even that complicated. It's usually just me talking here in my office, and I'll put up some images and stuff like that. But it still takes a long time. Making sure the script is good also takes some time. So I don't have an actual schedule. I'm just going to be posting as I can, but I will try to be very consistent. Also, I hope my videos are good. I hope you're enjoying them. I hope that's why you're here. So thank you. William Ferguson, hello. Hello, William. Welcome to the live stream. Costco demonstration service, I think. Yep, I think That is right, CDS. That sounds right, CDS. But I'm trying to remember what it was before. I think it was CDC. Um, because I remember thinking that it stood for Costco, but it was or WDS, like warehouse WSD warehouse services, because they used to work for like Sam's Club as well, and I think Shopco. The Shopco do samples. I don't know, but yeah, I just know they changed names. Antonia, hello. Why do certain regions get products over others, and why do some regions never get those products? Sales. I That's really it. It's just how well they do in the region, and it's interesting to see that. Again, you can have two Costco's really close to each other, and one of them will carry an item always, and the other one won't. It really just depends on sales, like how fast they sell, uh, if they got returned a lot. They look at all of those things. So sometimes they'll take some items away. Um, the Costco where I work, we sell the Mexican Coke, the one in the glass bottle. Uh, but the two Costco's like next to mine don't have it because they don't sell it enough because their demographic is different. Um, and there are some Costco's that don't sell beer because nobody's buying beer. So they brought like all of these pallets of beer, and I think it took like a month to sell, and they're like, nah, like we're not gonna sell it again. So it really just depends on how well they're selling. Um, if there's an item that they sold a lot and they're not getting any more, you can always like ask for it. Like you can talk to a manager, supervisor. Usually they'll have you write it on a little note. The manager actually does read all of those. Uh, I've seen them read them. I've read them with the managers. I used to have a position that required me to be with the manager, so um, we do read them. Like Costco will read all of those. If you're leaving a good comment, if you're leaving a bad comment, a request, anything like that, it will be read. So do that. Like whenever you have any questions regarding your Costco with an item, or even like something with an employee or anything like that, just write it down. It does get read. Can I get more than 2 cards on my membership? I'd like to get a card for my son. No. Well, yes and no. So each membership is 2 cards, primary and secondary. The only way you can get an additional card on the same account is technically through a business account. But it's not quite what you might think. It's you're still paying for it. So business memberships, they do it so you can have like your company name on all of the cards. So anybody that works for you that has a card can go and buy for your company. But you're still paying per 2 cards. So yeah. So if you're wanting to get like a third card, you just have to get a new membership. But yeah, if your son is the age is now 16, so if he's 16 and older, he can have a card. $60, and now you technically have 2 additional cards. But yeah, that's the answer for that. How come some packaged foods taste better from Costco? I've noticed if I buy the exact same thing from Walmart or Harmon's, that doesn't usually taste as good as it does when it's from Costco. Not like processed foods like chips or things or things that have long shelf life, but like string cheese or some frozen foods. I don't know the real answer. I like to think that because Costco sells in bulk and we usually sell just bigger items in general, they typically will have like a I don't know, an inside connection with the company, and they'll get like something specific to Costco. String cheese and Uncrustables are the 2 that I know of. When you buy the pack of Uncrustables at Costco, they're actually bigger like the size of the actual thing is bigger than the ones that you would get at like Walmart or Smith's. And I remember when I noticed because of the calorie count, they're like 370 calories versus like, or 350 versus like 270. So I thought that was really interesting. And I really do think it's just Costco just has like special connections with these companies because they know they're going to sell a lot. So they give them like just bigger portions, I guess. As far as the taste, I don't know. I'll have to look that up because I don't really know. Alexander McKay, hi. Curious about your thoughts on hiring. If you can discuss about it, is it FF or a full time? Is that what that means? Or is one hired to start PT at 5 hours per day? Or what the schedule of the store's profit makes on a monthly basis? I can talk about it a little bit, I guess. So when Costco hires, it's very, very unusual that they will hire you full time or to a high position. Everybody typically starts at the bottom. And by the bottom, I mean you would be. So food court employees count as like entry level, front end assistants, which also means you're part of the cart crew. It used to be two separate things. Now they're the same. So as an assistant, you would work helping the cashiers, and then you would get sent out every now and then. Um, Bakery is also entry. I mean, honestly, a lot of departments are entry level, but you usually start as part time, and you get anywhere between 4 to 6 hours per day, minimum of 24 hours a week. But not limited to. So if the warehouse really needs you, they will schedule you more unless you tell them like, no, I only want 24 hours. So you can go and be like, I want as many hours as you can give me, and they will give you like 32 to 38. On rare occasions, they will give you the 40 hours, but they're going to be very careful about that because when you're a part-time employee, if you work an average of 34 hours for, I believe it's 6 weeks in a row, you automatically get bumped to full-time. But most Costco's don't want to commit to an employee becoming full-time without like an actual plan. So what they have done in the past is they scheduled you like 38, 40 hours for like 5 weeks. And then the next week they drop you to 24. So that way like your average will like stay below 34, or it might be 36. And then you stay part-time, but you can work more. Typically you start very low, and you usually get the worst shifts. The scheduling will come with seniority. The longer you work and the more people are newer, you'll start getting better shifts, but you usually start closing a lot. Basically like 6 to 10 is a pretty standard time for new employees. Let's see. Julian, you look like Mutahar. I want to look that up because I don't know who Mutahar is. Mutahar. Yeah, I guess I can see it. A little bit, maybe. He's got thicker eyebrows, though. I get that I look like Markiplier a lot. I don't know why. I don't think I look like Markiplier. He's Korean. I'm Mexican. But I get that I look Middle Eastern. That's fine. Young Boy Dre, how do we know when there is going to be an allocated bourbon release? What does that say? Most samples are the products that are on sale. Allocated bourbon release. I don't know that I know what you're talking about. But I will also I wouldn't know how to tell you because I'll be honest, the Costco where I work doesn't sell liquor or cigarettes. So I am not in the inn for like alcohol, which kind of sucks. But your best bet would be to ask supervisor or manager at your location. I think that's going to be you'll get a more concrete answer on scheduling for that, and they should be pretty open to tell you that. Like if they give you a hard time, then that sucks. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's not like the best answer. Yeah, most products are samples that are on sale. Yeah, I mean that is true. When we get the coupon book, a lot of those items they'll put on the samples. Did I say that right? Items that are on coupons, they put on samples so that people will try them and buy the coupon, the item on sale. There's something about reaching goal on sales that are things on coupon. Like they want things on coupon to sell. So that's why they do that. And you're welcome, Alexander McKay. Antonia says, I've heard a rumor that Costco will soon be updating the app for people to know if a certain is actually in stock at a local store and the number that it's in stock. Is that true? Or some variation? I don't know specifically for that feature, but Costco's app and website has sucked for as long as I know. And I know that I know that they've been improving it. They've been working really hard on moving forward with like the app and the website because they're trying to compete with Amazon. I don't know that they ever will because Amazon is like a giant these days. But I do know that they're working on it, and I have noticed that my website already tells me if an item's at a location, but I don't know about quantity. That might be kind of hard because even our systems at the store, and we use an old system too. We use one called AS400. It's numbers. It looks like the Matrix. There's no pictures, no images. It's all like you don't really use the mouse. It's all keyboard. And when we look at inventory, it's not even that accurate because it's delayed. It's like 30 minutes delayed. So we can look like if you come to us and you're like, hey, do you still have, I don't know, this shirt that I saw like this morning or yesterday? We'll look up the shirt by name, by item number, whatever. And it might say, yeah, you have like 20 items left, but that's 30 minutes ago. So if it's a popular item, it's probably gone. And I don't know if any of you have experienced that before, but yeah, our systems just kind of suck. So I don't know if the app will ever have that feature where it tells you like if it'll tell you how many items are at the location. Maybe it will tell you if it's available though, which I think it already does that. So thanks for that information, Taha Aziz. We all do it at some point in our lives. All right. I think I'm gonna be heading out. Are there any last questions you want me to answer? I'll stay just a couple more minutes, but if there aren't any, thank you for joining me on the live stream. This is my first experience with it, so yeah, I mean, your boy Dre, that's actually accurate. That's what we prefer. Also, actually, when you call Costco to ask about an item, you can go to membership. We don't have a customer service. It doesn't really exist like that technically. So you can call membership, but membership is typically extremely busy. And so the chances of somebody picking up and being able to help you is very, very slim. Press 1 for the administrative office. The people in the office are more likely to answer the phone and help you with an item than membership would. So yeah, just a little piece of advice. But all right. Well, thanks again. Thanks everybody for joining me on today's live stream. I will I want to do these more often. I don't know how often I'll be able to jump on and get on a live stream and like talk to you guys and answer your questions. But I'll try to do it at least once a month. I've never seen a Costco YouTuber. Me neither. That's why I did it. I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. It never worked. Then I'm like, you know what? I'm knowledgeable in Costco. I've been there too long. Let's try it. And I love it. I like the YouTube aspect of it. But anyway, thanks again. I don't even know how to like end this stream. Oh, there it is. All right. Have a good Sunday. We'll see you in my videos later on. See ya.